Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Patrice Evra says Lisandro Martinez's fighting spirit makes him Globe's greatest recent signing. Manchester United legend Patrice Evra has heaped praise on Argentine defender Lisandro Martinez. Evra's praise comes after Martinez's heroics helped Argentina win by 2-0 against a defensively stubborn Mexico side in Qatar. Martinez failed to start in the Saudi Arabia defeat, and Lionel Scaloni wasted no time in turning to the United centre-back to rescue his team's drowning World Cup hopes. As he has been for the Red Devils throughout the season, the 24-year-old was a rock in the back, helping the backline shut down Mexico before Lionel Messi led Argentina to the victory. Speaking on Rio Ferdinand's Vibe with 5, Evra branded Martinez as one of the club's greatest signings in recent history. Evra said about the incredible defender, "He's been one of the best signings for years. His fighting spirit is what United fans want to see. These players have to bleed for the shirt. When he receives the ball, he is so calm and composed. Mexico were pressing, but every time he received the ball, he was calm and played forward. That's what I love. He plays the ball between the lines like Michael Carrick. He does that and I love it. What a player." The Frenchman likened the issues over Martinez's height to his own when he arrived in England from France. Evra remarked that, like Martinez, he was subjected to ridicule and unnecessary scrutiny by sections of the media who viewed him as too small to succeed. The ex-United pro scoffed at claims that Martinez's height would be a hindrance, saying, "A more than makes up for it with his remarkable aggression and no-sense defending. Certainly, it's a big credit to Martinez that one of United's greatest ever defenders has given him the recognition he deserves." Casemiro scores winning goal as Brazil breeze past Switzerland. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro displayed another world-class performance for his national team. His superb goal got Brazil the important 2 points against a resilient Switzerland team. The game was pretty evenly matched despite Brazil having a few chances here and there. The Swiss threatened while going forward, but Casemiro and co kept them at bay. Casemiro showed his quality yet again, turning up on the big occasion. Barring the goal, the 30-year-old was dominant in midfield. His vision, passing and well-timed interceptions make him one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Him and Fred have a great understanding in midfield, and United fans will be hoping to see that partnership thrive under Erik ten Hag. Brazil are regarded as the favorites to win the FIFA World Cup by many, and it's not surprising considering the squad they have. Antony did come on the 73rd minute and looked net on the ball. The United trio will surely go deep in the tournament and might be unavailable for the opening game or two. Ten Hag will be hoping that neither of them picks up a needless injury and can be back fresh for the second half of the season. Portugal star Diogo Dalot wants to repay the faith Erik ten Hag has shown in him at Manchester United. Manchester United and Portugal star Diogo Dalot wants to repay the faith Erik ten Hag has shown in him this season. The right-back has been a pivotal member of the Dutch manager's starting lineup since at the Old Trafford side. In the current campaign, the 23-year-old has started the majority of the games for the Red Devils. The defender is ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka in ten Hag's pecking order. Speaking on the club's official website, Dalo has expressed his appreciation for the former Ajax head coach. He said, "The confidence that he is given to me shows the work I have been doing as well. I have been trying to give it back to him, the confidence that he's been giving me since the beginning of the season." The Portuguese star is the first choice at the Manchester-based club this season. However, that was not always the case. In previous years, the defender had struggled to break into the team. The 23-year-old signed for United in the summer of 2018 from FC Porto. In his debut campaign, the right-back was a backup player under Jose Mourinho, same for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The turning point came when the Norwegian head coach departed last year and was replaced by Ralf Rangnick. The former interim head coach gave the former Porto star more opportunities. Since then, Dalo has performed well and cemented his place in the squad. Many fans feel the Portuguese is United's most improved player since the previous campaign. Hopefully, fatigue will not be an issue for the 23-year-old after the World Cup with Portugal. Facundo Pellistri shines for Uruguay in 2-0 World Cup defeat to Portugal. Manchester United youngster Facundo Pellistri came up with a sublime cameo during Uruguay's 2-0 World Cup loss to Portugal on Monday night. The right winger has yet to make his competitive debut for the Red Devils, but he has played consistently under Uruguay head coach Diogo Alonso this year. The 20-year-old was picked in the starting 11 against South Korea last week, but failed to make an impression. However, he was lively against Portugal. Within minutes of coming on as a substitute, Pellistri produced a delightful cross for Matthias Oliveira in the box, but his stamping header was straight at goalkeeper Diogo Costa. Pellistri continued to cause plenty of problems for Portugal with his pace and direct running. He squared in a lovely pass for Maxi Gomez, whose first-time shot hit the woodwork. His efforts were in vain as Uruguay suffered a 2-0 loss, but he should fancy his chances of reclaiming a starting spot when his country faces Ghana on a Friday afternoon. Pellistri was superb with his cameo last night. He produced 2 key passes and completed 100% of his crosses. He was accurate with 8 of his 11 passes attempted. The youngster clearly has plenty of potential in him. In our view, United must resist the prospect of selling the winger when the transfer window reopens in the new year. Pellistri is said to be keen on a permanent exit, having been an unused substitute under manager Erik this term. However, there could still be time for a turnaround. His World Cup showing will have caught the eye of Ten Hag. It remains to be seen whether the Dutch tactician is prepared to hand the Uruguayan his breakthrough. Alejandro Garnacho has started training early in a bid to impress Erik ten Hag. With most Manchester United players currently busy with their national team at the World Cup, Erik ten Hag has given a break to those who have not been selected. The plan is for them to rejoin training soon at Carrington before flying to Indonesia for a short training camp before going on to play 2 friendlies against La Liga sides Cádiz and Real Betis. For young players, it will be a great time for them to impress the manager and possibly try and make a case for themselves in the post-World Cup fixtures. Apart from youth stars, a number of first-team stars will also have a chance to work with the manager closely, and one of them is Player of the Month, Alejandro Garnacho. He was United star in the 4 competitive fixtures this month, notching 2 goals and the same number of assists, and was even challenged by the former Ajax boss to become a regular fixture of the starting lineup. His impressive form included his first senior goal against Real Sociedad in the Europa League, as well as a winning goal in the Premier League against Fulham. Garnacho also became the youngest United star to register 2 assists in the same game for his superlative feat against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. The Madrid-born youngster's form prompted quite a few discussions on whether Argentina should have included him in their World Cup plans, but in the end, his dream did not come true. His meticulous preparation ahead of games has come in for a lot of praise, and the winger is currently trying to get a head start on his teammates and has also begun working on his fitness. The Argentine has been spotted heading to Madrid and training with fitness coach Javier Ledesma at the ECS, La Liga and NBA Football Center on the outskirts of the Spanish capital. The pictures were uploaded on social media, and this will surely be an attempt to impress Ten Hag, who has spoke about the need for the 18-year-old to keep working hard and keep his feet on the ground. His competitor for the left wing spot, Jadon Sancho, has also been working separately despite the break, as he seeks to oust the Argentine and reclaim his spot in the starting 11. Fabrizio Romano provided January update on Man United target Frenkie de Jong. Fabrizio Romano has provided a fresh update on Manchester United's chances of signing Frenkie de Jong in January. Since Erik ten Hag's arrival in the summer, the Dutch midfielder has been the primary target after suffering an uncertain start to the season at Barcelona. Under their head coach Xavi, the midfielder was often used from the bench amidst a possible transfer to the Premier League. However, a move never materialized, with de Jong since becoming an integral part of the Spanish side. Rumors have certainly not died down since the closure of the summer transfer window. According to Give Me Sport, Romano has dropped a new update on Man United's stance on the playmaker. The Italian journalist has confirmed that it's impossible for the club to seal the midfielder in January. He said in the article, For January, I think it's almost impossible, but for the summer, it depends on the player because Frankie DeYoung has always said no to any move. It's not just to Manchester United. He decided to stay at Barcelona. He is happy at Barcelona. If Frankie changes his mind, then we will see. This is despite the fact that multiple clubs, including Premier League rivals Chelsea, are showing an interest in signing the Dutch international. Liverpool are reportedly in the mix, but a move isn't a priority while they look to secure Jude Bellingham. De Jong has maintained that he has no desire to leave Barcelona anytime soon after joining the club from Ajax in 2019. The 25-year-old would be a huge boost to United's midfield, despite the summer revamp in the middle of the park. Ten Hag saw defensive midfielder Casemiro arrive from Real Madrid, with Christian Eriksen coming to the club on a free transfer. It is expected that the manager will look to alter the midfield again next summer, with plenty of names on the list. PSV Eindhoven chief executive willing to sell Cody Gakpo in the summer. PSV chief executive Marcel Brands is willing to sell Cody Gakpo to the highest bidder come the end of the season, but would prefer to do business with Liverpool. As reported by Tribal Football, Brands is willing to negotiate with interested clubs, and according to Vigachess.com, he has confessed on ESPN that he would opt for the Merseyside club's candidacy. In this way, the ball appears on the Liverpool courts. Gakpo was the subject of interest from English clubs in the summer, and Brands claimed he turned down an overall €40 million bid from Leeds United. As per Tribal Football, Brands describes Liverpool as a good partner to potentially do business with, opening the door for a bid from Jurgen Klopp's side. Brands told ESPN and Al, "Liverpool is a club that is always very focused. Would they be a good partner to send Gakpo to in the summer? Yes, that's right. Leeds United offered €30 million with €11 million as a bonus. 6 of them were to be paid if Leeds reached the Champions League," he said. Brands also claimed Erik Ten Hag tabled an offer for the forward, and he would have been willing to sell had it met PSV's €50 million valuation. He said, "If United offered the money that we wanted to have for Cody, then we would have sold him. You cannot stop him then. With bonuses, we wanted to go up to €50 million. Since then, Gakpo's stock and price tag has undoubtedly risen. His blistering start to the Eredivisie and his impressive opening to games in the World Cup for the Netherlands have put top European clubs on high alert. Gakpo has scored a goal in each of the first 2 games for the Dutch, including a stunning opener in the draw with Ecuador. United are in need for reinforcements up front after Cristiano Ronaldo's exit and the inability of Anthony Martial to stay fit for sustained periods. Erik Ten Hag knows Gakpo well from his time in Holland and will be hoping United have the ability to gazump any potential rival suitors should Gakpo leave Eindhoven in the coming windows. Sir Jim Ratcliffe learns the price it would take to purchase Manchester United. Manchester United's recent announcement that the club would finally be up for sale has alerted some of the world's richest people to the opportunity of owning one of the sport's gems. Among the many people that have been named as interested parties, British millionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe seems to stand the greatest chance of acquiring the Red Devils. Yesterday, a report emerged that indicated Ratcliffe had effectively turned down the chance to bid for Liverpool in favour of United. Ratcliffe, a boyhood United fan, was presented with the golden opportunity of acquiring Liverpool, which is expected to be significantly cheaper than United. Britain's richest man is of the opinion that United are a bigger brand and a more marketable institution globally. The Daily Star also reported the enormous amount of money that Ratcliffe would have to cough up before being handed the reins at Old Trafford. The Daily Star stipulates Ratcliffe will certainly need to dig very deep into his already huge pockets if he is to take the club off the Glazers' hands. The controversial Americans, Glazers, had put a price tag of around £8 billion on the Red Devils, but have been told this is unrealistic. If their demands are sensationally met, United would become the most expensive sports team in history. The Ineos billionaire is said to be extremely keen on acquiring United. In his eyes, the chance to buy such a club does not come too often, and he does not want the opportunity to slip away. Most United fans will not be opposite to a future under the 70-year-old's business mogul. In the past, He has outlined his plans for United should he become an owner. Stadium redevelopment and squad rebuilding were high on his agenda. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.